Hey Sagittarius, it's Maria from Blue Rain Orchid, and I have your 2018 year in advance reading for you. All right, so I've shuffled and I've cut the deck, but I'm also going to cut it one time with you watching, okay? So let's cut right about here. All right, it's really complicated to do this with one hand, but one of these days I'm going to totally master it. Maybe by the end of this year. Okay, so I've cut your deck for you. I'm going to pull out 12 cards, one for each month of 2018, and I'm going to read the 12 cards for you. All right, this is a general reading: January, February, March, April, May, and June. Let me move it down. July, August, September, October, switch hands, November, and December. Okay, so this is a general reading for all Sagittarius, all right? It's not personalized to anybody. It's just personalized to all Sagittarius. If you want a personalized reading, I will give you the information of how you can get one at the end of the video, all right? Okay. Okay, my OCD can handle that. All right, so here is your 2018 reading. And if I wanted to be sneaky, I could say that's it, goodbye, but no, that's not it. That would just be a joke, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Are you ready, Sagittarius? Let's start with January. We'll start at the beginning, okay? So I'm going to pull the card down here so that way we can read it, all right? We have let your emotions flow. Sagittarius, this is telling me that 2017 was quite a year for you. It was really emotional. It was really, you trudged through the trenches, didn't you? Okay, January, cry it out, get it out, let it go. You don't need to carry it anymore. You've learned your lesson, hopefully, and you can let it go. You can move along, right? So go ahead and cry it out. Go ahead and let your emotions flow. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to be angry, close yourself in the bedroom, punch your pillows, kick the bed, whatever, right? Do you need to go to the gym and beat on a punching bag? Whatever. Get it out. The reason being is if you hold on to this, it's going to keep being held on to, right? It'll become clutter. I like to think of emotions as clutter. You have emotional clutter. If you don't let it go, if you don't get rid of it, if you don't toss it, shred it, burn it, whatever, donate it, whatever, it will sit there and it will take room, right? Just like your clutter, just like all of the clothes in your closet, clothes that don't fit, clothes that are ripped, but you have emotional attachments to it. So now your closet is packed and you can't bring in any more clothes without making like your closet's going to attack you kind of a thing. The same thing with emotions. Get rid of what you don't need so that way you have room for what you do want, all right? And then also, why would you want to carry around a bad year with you? Let's just get rid of it. All righty. February. I'm going to bring it down here again as I turn it around. See the signs. Okay, so February is going to have a lot of stuff happening. And I'm believing you're not really getting rid of anything yet. Okay, so see the signs. How is that affecting you? We can see the big picture here, right? We see all of this stuff. Okay, well, maybe it's affecting me because I'm not as happy. Maybe it's affecting me because I'm angry. Maybe it affects me because I have a really bad attitude that explodes and I attack people. Maybe it's affecting me because I'm acting like a dragon. Maybe it's affecting me because instead of growing, I feel like I'm dying. Okay? All good reasons of why it would be affecting you. But let's get really deep. There are all kinds of little signs and symbols in these branches. There's all kinds of stuff going on here. So you need to pay attention. How are you reacting to all of these tiny itsy bitsy things? Are you like beyond furious because your mail didn't get here on time today? Is that because you had something lost in the mail last year? Are you beyond furious at the guy who cut you off in traffic? Is that some sort of emotional attachment to something? Are you beyond furious at all men because some man upset you last year? Do you see what I'm saying? There's the big picture. There's the tiny, itsy bitsy, minute details. If you don't let that shit go, it's going to keep following you. Do you see the signs of this happening? February, you will be paying attention. Get rid of it. Okay? March. Let's bring March down here and read March. Nurture all that you love. Okay, so I'm telling you to get rid of emotions, to allow your emotions to flow. That doesn't mean you become a cold-hearted bitch. All right? It means what no longer serves you, what no longer makes you happy, you get rid of. Why? So that way you can totally love everything that you do love, everything that makes you happy. Do you have a bad experience in a swimming suit? So now you can't go swimming because of that bad experience in your swimming suit, and now you are constantly upset because you love swimming? Do you see what I'm saying? Let that bad experience go so that way you can do what you love. Did you have some inconsiderate kid trample through your garden, and now you won't grow a garden because those neighbors of yours, those beep, 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 beep neighbors of yours won't take care of their kid, and he trampled your garden, so why should you even grow a garden again, even though you love gardening? Do you see what I'm saying? It's time for you to nurture what you love. It's time to let everything from the past go and do what you want to do. All right? Here we've got April. For April, we have, you were born to create. What are you going to create? Are you going to create a life that you love? Are you going to create the openness and the ability to be totally who you want to be, how you want to be it, and just totally love it so people go, damn, I wish I had her life? Or are you going to be holding on to so much stuff and poisoning yourself that not only are you grumpy and unhappy and angry, but you're also becoming physically sick? What life are you creating? What life do you want to create? You were born to create happiness. You were born to be happy. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to be happy every single second of every single day for every single year. You're going to have some crap. Yes, you're going to have some crap. But it's your choice of how you look at it. It's your choice of how you create your perception of that. All right? I'm hoping you create a happy life. May. Most of you are women. Happy Mother's Day. Have courage. Have courage to let that crap go. Why are you holding on to it? Have courage to create the life and everything that you want. Now, I'm saying create your life, but you can create the most beautiful quilt ever known to man. You can create a blanket. You can create a sweater. You can knit a pair of socks. You can create a beautiful garden. You can create whatever it is that you want to do. Have the courage to do it. Have the courage to love everything that you love totally and 100% freely. Don't let some other crap that you're bringing in from last year and previous years, don't let some crap that other people have given you and you've allowed and you've carried to stop you from being what you want. And have the courage to cut people out, okay? Sagittarius, if you've got somebody in your life that you have to be friends with because, oh my God, my mom will be mad if I'm not friends with Aunt Donna, or my husband will be really upset if I don't talk to Aunt Susan, his Aunt Susan, not my Aunt Susan, or I really need to be friends with the manager or the head of the PTA because she's the head of the PTA. If these people are not people that you want in your life, are not people that you love in your life, are not people who will help you create happiness, cut them out. You don't have to have people around you that are hurting you, especially if they're causing a lot of emotional baggage for you. If somebody's hurt you, seriously hurt you, forgive them because you don't want to carry it around, but cut that mofo out, okay? June. See, June is missing. June. Embrace the feminine. Okay. As women, and most of my viewers are women, if you're a guy, you do have some feminine, but just stick with me for a few minutes, okay? As women, we are told we have to not be emotional because we must be on our periods. We have to create everything around us for everybody around us, and it has to be totally wonderful and happiness. We have to create the most beautiful house. We have to have the most beautiful family. We have to have the most beautiful gardens, meals. We have to be creating all of these things because we're women, right? This is our responsibility. I say the hell with that. Create what you want to create, okay? Embracing your feminine, she's creating life. She's creating life. She's nurturing life. All around her is life, the trees, everything, okay? Creating life, giving life, keeping life, surviving means you have to be okay too. Don't put yourself at the end, because if you're not taking care of yourself, if you're not feeding yourself properly, if you're not feeding your emotional side properly, your spiritual side, your physical side, you're not going to be able to create anything. You're not going to be able to give life to anything. Men, if there are any men watching, you guys, you're all like, oh my God, feminine means I'm girly. No. You guys nurture. Do you not play with your children? Do you not encourage your wife? Do you not build, maybe with wood, maybe mechanically? Maybe you're helping build a household. You're building a house. You're helping your partner build a garden. You guys, you have femininity in you too, because you have that soft side. You don't have to make it all about the soft side, but do embrace it. Do realize that it's needed, not only for your own health, but the health of everyone around you. All right? Okay. July. Excuse me. Be patient. Okay, I can hear you. Maria, I've done the best I can to get rid of all of the emotional baggage. I've seen the signs of how this is keeping me from living the life of happiness and courage and loving myself and embracing everything about myself, but I feel stuck. I'm still in the same place. Dude, be patient. You're making this huge change. It's not going to show effects instantly, okay? It's not open heart surgery where like you can't really do much and then you have the surgery and then as soon as you're healed from the surgery, you're okay again. It's not that. You guys are a seed. I've just planted the seed. You've just planted the seed. Seed's not going to sprout instantly, right? That seed might take a couple of months before it sprouts. That seed might take a couple of weeks before it sprouts. All of the work you've been doing, you'll see some little signs, you'll see some things, but it's not going to take total effect. Be patient. All right? Now, some of you Sagittariuses, you've got some stuff going on that you are planning. You've been planning on it. You've been planning on it since 2017. You've been working on it. You're waiting for it to take total effect. Be patient, but keep your eyes on that because it's going to be ready for you to pounce on very soon. Okay? All right. August. Protect the wild and protect the green. Okay. Protect the earth. Protect your gardens. Protect everything that you're growing. Protect everything that you're nurturing. But protect yourself. Protect that part of you that is wild. That inner little aspect of you that is... what word do I want? That part of your soul that never gives up. That part of your soul that has like the most amazing dreams. And you're kind of like, I can't complete that dream, but I'm not going to let go of it because it motivates me. It keeps me going. Protect that. Protect it with your life if you have to. If you've got to be cutting some people out in order to protect that part of you, do so. All right? All right. September. Share your thoughts. Okay. You guys have been working hard. Changing the way you think, changing the way you act, changing the things that you believe, letting go of emotions that no longer are valid, no longer serve you. Now, you're getting to a point where you can start talking to people about this. Okay? You can say, hey, best friend, I've been doing this and this and this, and it's really helped me, and I don't want to overpass my boundaries, but I can see where this would be helping you. Really, it's time for you to do this. You can say something along, hey, honey, you've seen that I've been changing so much. Can you do this with me? Because I can see where it would be great for our marriage, for our relationship. Maybe with your kids. You know, I'm now seeing that you guys are really upset on something. You're paying way too much attention on something. You're focusing too much on something. It's time for you to start sharing your thoughts, okay? Because you've been trying to avoid people. And especially with you trying to get rid of all of these emotions, you've been avoiding people because you don't want to deal with their emotions. It's time for you to start interacting with people again, all right? I do want to caution, know who you're talking to. And the reason I'm cautioning this is I have seen recently a lot of, mostly on Facebook, but on social media too, and in life, people who you thought, or these people thought they were their best friends. They thought they had their back, and they didn't. And it just totally destroyed a lot of people. And I'm picking up that this is going to be massive this year because you're changing, but your friend isn't. And it's, the word's right on the tip of my tongue. It's scary to them. It makes them feel like you're going to leave them, and they are becoming very offensive about it. So be careful with who you're talking to, but make sure you are talking to people, okay? Don't isolate yourself. October. Honor Gaia. Honor the earth. Of course, we should always be honoring the earth. But what is Gaia? Gaia is Mother Earth. Mother Earth is a cycle. Honor the cycle. You guys have been going like, Maria, you've had me in like the deep trenches. You've had me in this horrible place where I have to let go of everything, where I have to be changing everything. And I'm getting tired of it. I don't want to anymore. What is Earth? What is the cycle of Earth? It's a cycle. You're going through the winter cycle up until about October. So what comes next after winter? Spring. Okay? You guys, you're kind of like, Maria, this year is going to suck. It's going to be a lot of personal work. It's going to be a lot of hard work. I don't want to go through it. Tell me something good is coming. Something good is coming. Let's see what that could be. Well, be vigilant, okay? So, just because the good is coming doesn't mean there can't be some bad around. But I want you to take a look at the dragon. Look at that golden tree that he has. Look at that glowing life force that he has. Look at that beautiful life tree. I'm going to keep saying tree, but look at that. It's a beautiful life that he's protecting, that he's being vigilant on. So, what does this mean? It means doing all of this stuff up until October, November is getting rid of all of the crap so that way you have that beautiful life. Okay? Getting rid of all of the crap, changing the way you're seeing things, being strong enough to say, nope, I'm not doing this, so that way you have a beautiful life. December. Embrace your masculine. I'm really digging that embrace the feminine and embrace the masculine are one right on top of the other. Why? Because you need balance. Okay? You need to be strong enough to say, dude, I ain't putting up with this crap anymore. Back off. And it might be a friend who doesn't want you to change, who doesn't want you to have this growth anymore. It might be a teacher who's expecting you to do something, a teacher like your kids' teachers, or maybe even your own personal teacher who's expecting you to do something because they expect you to do this, and it's not your way of doing it, it's not your path. So for example, let's say you have a yoga teacher who wants you to lose 100 pounds because she believes you're way too overweight to be doing yoga. You know what? That's her problem, not yours. If you can do the poses and you're healthy, who the hell cares? And it's time for you to look for a new yoga teacher. Do you see what I'm saying? You've been going through the year, making yourself strong, taking out all of the stuff that you don't need, paying attention to who you are friends with, who you're not friends with, who takes care of you, who doesn't take care of you, going through all of this winter aspect so that way you can have a great life. But if you get to this point and you still let people walk all over you, you're going to be right back at square one again. You're going to be right back to having all of this emotional baggage. You need to be strong enough to say no. All right? And then you need to keep this going throughout the rest of your life. Okay? Throughout 2019. Alrighty. Sagittarius. Your year is going to prepare you to be the most best, awesomest Sagittarius ever. Okay? And yes, quite a few of you are going to be watching this, but you all are going to be the most best ever. Okay? So, if you liked the reading, the general reading for all Sagittarius everywhere, and you want your own personal reading, there's a link down below of how to go about getting it. Okay? Now, you guys can bookmark this and come back to it in March, and come back to it in June, and come back to it in September, and all throughout the year, and kind of keep it as a guideline for you. Or you can just shrug your shoulders and let it go, whatever works for you. I'm hoping that you'll bookmark it, because why did you spend 20 minutes with me already if you're just going to shrug your shoulders? So thank you so much for these 21 minutes that you've spent with me this year. You guys are going to totally rock it. Love you lots. Bye.